This is Fearless Driving Lessons for Adult Drivers. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. Come in the car, lock your door, and put on your seatbelt. It's the first thing you need to do. Now, you need to frame your rear window in the mirror. Look straight ahead. You should see everything behind you. Your side mirrors. 90% of drivers never do this correctly. So we want to adjust our side mirrors. Look straight ahead. Adjust the mirror. We want to adjust the passenger side mirror. Now, this car has a key. Some cars have a push to start. We put our key in the ignition. Put your foot on the brake. Turn it forward. Now, we want to take a moment. Let the car warm up. Make sure everything is good. Then from there, we're going to put our foot on the brake and put it in D. There's park, reverse, neutral, drive, 3, 2, and 1. We turn on our blinker and look over our left shoulder. We're scanning for the ends of neighborhoods where dangerous areas are. This is a partially controlled intersection. So we want to take our time, look ahead, be smooth, be patient. And then we want to come up and stop. We want to stop and remain motionless. I like to do 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, and 1003. This is the main thoroughfare. We got a lot of traffic. So we want to wait until it's clear. I'm going to go ahead and go into the middle lane. That's legal. And that's what they did. So we'll go ahead and get over. See the stupidness they did? Real stupid. You should never be driving down the middle turn lane. Stupid. So that's an accident. What they did was illegal. So you learn first off, don't do stupid stuff, be patient. You saw all those cars together, accident could have happened. I want you to learn from that. So we want to take your time. As a beginner, as an adult, we want to be patient, we want to go with the flow, we want to be smooth. And this is what it's supposed to do. This is for left turns only. We get in just before the driveway. Go slow and easy. So this is the drive-through. Always pick up food for seniors, and when you do good things, it blesses you in so many ways. Hey Meta, what's the temperature? It's 63 degrees.
Welcome back. Will you be using the mobile app today? Hi, I'll be right with you.
Thank you. We collect randoms.
How can I help you?
Hi, I need 2 sausage muffins, a large water, and a large coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar, and that's it.
Okay, 2 sausage muffins, a large water, and a large coffee, cream and sugar.
Thank you.
All right, that's $6.45. First one's up.
You always show love and care. I'm a firm believer in that, because when you show love and care, you can help others reach their goal. You know, learning how to drive can be very stressful. There's a lot of people in their 30s and 40s and 50s. One woman who was 64 years old messaged me. She recently was divorced from her husband over 24 years. And you need to do this for yourself. You can't do this for your husband, your wife, your boyfriend or girlfriend. You need to drive for you. And I really mean that. This is something you need to do for your independency, your mental health. If things are bad at home, you can go for a drive. If you want to go to the grocery store and walk around, you should never go to the grocery store when you're hungry, of course, because you're going to buy things you don't need. If you want to go out for a nice, comfortable drive on a long, curvy road and feel rejuvenated, you can do that too. That is so important that you do this for yourself. So those of you who watch this from many parts of the world, do this for you. Don't do this for me. Do this for you. Gain independency, gain freedom, and look at opportunities. Okay, I have an opportunity. If I decide to do something else besides driving, I can do a social media with pets and families, and we all love our pets, our cats, our dogs. That would be a different opportunity for me. I don't know the financial requirements of it, but it would be a hybrid job where I would go to 2 different locations, travel. I would set up the company's social media. I would take pictures of pets. We would do podcasts, because sometimes we need a change, because this job is very demanding. And you've seen me enough in cars with adults, teens, driving around, cars pulling out, people tailgating us. You really get worn out. And if you've done this, say 7, 10, 12 years, you're like, man, this is really dangerous. I'm teaching adults and teens who don't know how to drive. The current driving environment is very dangerous, and people don't care. That doesn't make me not care, but they just don't care. And they're reckless, they're not patient. But I think that's where you have to find patience and solitude within yourself. You got to do this for you. And you have to take the good with the bad. The good is you'll be able to drive to a downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown Houston, Texas. The bad is you can get into an accident. You could get a ticket. Your car could get stolen. The good is you're independent. You may be going to work 3 days a week. The other 2 days you are doing social media, data analytics, updating the channel. So it really depends on what you want and what are your goals and aspirations. So I always like to look at both sides of the situation. Example, I could drive 4 hours today. I could drive after the job. I could drive after class. The trip to Chicago, it's a go. I got approved from corporate, so I need to make some plans because I won't be in the office. We're going to have an assistant coming in and preparing clients. I'll be driving to Chicago. I was going to try to bring my daughter, but she's got a commitment, so I'll be driving by myself. I'm not scared. Getting on the intrastate, and we're going to be videoing that. We're going to be going to the National Hot Rod Racers Association. So that's going to be pretty cool, and taking content.
Hi, are you the order with the water and the
Yes.
coffee? 6:45.
I appreciate you. Hi.
Have a good one.
Thank you. And just being caring. Okay, I had a stand Zoom call yesterday of a young lady who was 20. She found me on social media. She wants to sign up for driving. My coaching sessions aren't cheap, but she signed up, and we're going to be driving Thursday, so I'm really excited. I had the water, the coffee, 2 sausage muffins. Hey,
That's my mind.
it's okay.
I'll be right there.
We're never going to look down on someone. You're allowed.
Yeah, alrighty. Go get them.
Hey, thank you. So we're human. We're going to deal with traffic. We're going to deal with setbacks. We're going to deal with anxiety. That's how I need you to approach this. This is real life. This is why I love this so much, right? This is not stage. This is real. We got to deal with traffic. So I'm coming out. I'm looking left and right. There's a lot of traffic here. So we're going to roll down our windows so we can see. Left turn signal song, which is down. I'm looking, checking. And then I go in the nearest lane. So when you see real life, going to corporate, driving with teens and adults, you're going to learn so much. You're going to learn real life out here. So we're in a major thoroughfare. This is an urban fringe. It's wet, it's rainy, people are tired. They're always tired. But you can't let other people's schedules ruin you. I'm not going to rush to drive to Illinois and have to go outside the city. It's at least going to be a 4 to 5 hour drive. So, take my time. When the light turns green, I have to look left and right. People run lights. They're distracted. They're tired. They're hungry. This is the morning rush hour. You've got to be fearless. You also got to use common sense. I look left and right, and I proceed. Like I saw one of my former students at the bus stop. No hate, no cap, car could be broken, money. You know, between that 18 to about 24, you got to figure out who you are. What is your purpose? You know, from talking to 18 to about 28, 32-year-olds, if you don't have a purpose, you're going to be lost after high school. And I see that. This client that contacted me, she goes to college, but she doesn't have her license. A lot of people don't have their license, but she took the initiative. She's got her an adult permit. We're going to be driving Thursday. You're going to come with. You have to lay a plan out. Okay, high school is over. Okay, if you're the most popular kid or not, doesn't matter. You've got to start your life. What is your plan? Okay, I'm always looking for opportunities. I'm on Indeed, and I get opportunities all the time, but is it the right opportunity? Is it a real job? Is it a fake job? Okay, are these tasks and responsibilities correct? I have experience coming in. So if I'm going to go on an interview, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be there early, looking clean and crispy. Then we're going to talk about what are my real goals and responsibilities? What do you want from me as an employee? Okay? And it's hard leaving a job that you've been working for a long time, maybe a few years. But people leave jobs and find new jobs all the time. There's a quick turnover. I'm not talking about the Trump tariffs and how they interact with the economy and new trade deals with the UK. And the markets are crazy. And you have to have knowledge. You can go back in time, through ancient times. People are always lying and manipulating the market for themselves. And if you do that, they change the wipers. Hey. If you do that for yourself and not thinking of the fallout, then what's going to happen is the markets will collapse. They're not stable. Like cryptocurrency, okay, ATFs, you have to have common sense. And you need to have something that's sustainable. If you're young, you're trying to make quick money. If you lose a couple thousand, it's okay. But if you're older, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you're like, I need something that's consistent. I want consistent growth. So we were talking about that at corporate today. And it's about education. A lot of people don't want to read. They don't want to learn. They don't want to put the time into being a good driver. Do you think it's just going to happen like at 25? Like you're going to be driving 3 or 4 years? You have to start in your early 20s and put time in and manage and deal with traffic and people cutting you off and learning how to parallel park and your car breaking down sometime. Excuse me. You have to rely on yourself. If you don't rely on yourself, you won't be consistent and you're always going to say, I need help, I need help. Okay, I'm going to get over in one lane. And there's no magic formula. You need a resume. You need some type of interview skills. You need to understand how to do social media. You need to know how to manage people. You need to be consistent. And with training, and then we're in this truck's blind spot. It has 4. Left side, right side. That battery box is rusted through. And me driving to Chicago, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I know the car is going to be reliable. If I have a flat tire, I have to change it. If the battery goes, I have jumper cables. So I'm going to have that emergency equipment, and I'm going to show you. And then we'll go live on the way there. And then you have to learn new skills. Every time you learn a new skill, your neurons in your brain start to grow. We talked about that the other day in class. This is why you should take a different way to work all the time. I'm at about 42, cruising. The light will be green when I get up there. I'm lifting my foot off the gas. See, the light's green, but now I gotta squeeze my brake a little bit. Okay? And if you leave, you don't have to speed. See the craziness in the intersection? We were looking at Wham Bam Tesla Cam. And lane changes like that in the middle intersection are dangerous. So you can start to see the reckless driving, and as my energy builds up in my voice, you can tell. But how do you identify these crazy drivers? You have good speed, you have good space, and you learn this over time. I do have some training courses that I want to recommend to you in the Stand store. They're digital PDFs. We partner with Stan. It's $29 a month on our side. So I'm paying $29 a month to host Stan, but it's slowly paying off. We've had 5 coaching sessions. We've had about $450 in digital products. So we always can learn new things. I can learn new things. And I want to share this with you. I'm not free. You're learning things, but if you really want to deep dive, you're going to have to invest in yourself. If I want to learn how to use the camera, I really need to take a camera class. I'm going to learn this Friday when I go to Chicago to Joliet. Extinction, drag race, and burnout box. I'm okay with this drive. It's raining, it's kind of chill, people driving a little bit slower. Some people, this brings a lot of anxiety and stress. I've been there. Other people, you're just playing around, bro. No, everyone has a different perspective. Speed control is good, about 45. The light is getting ready to change. The countdown timer is at 7. So you gotta look at intersections when you drive. I want to get to an open lane, which is fine. I was looking for cars using blinkers. One blink is not enough. Two, barely. You need three or more. So we're examining these cars. And I'm gonna get over one lane to the left. I try to get three blinks. And I'm staying in the open lane. You have to be forward thinking. I will have several EVs. I will have a lean business plan, which I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago, for transitioning adults who've been incarcerated. And I'll have EVs, we'll have an online course, we'll help them do resumes, put it together. It has to be simple. And then help them transition to get a job. We're at 50. And even though the world is in a rush, you got to take a step back and breathe. And that's what I'm trying to show you now. We're in some, moderate traffic. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. There's the panic stop. See how people set you up. And we just keep space. If you slam brakes, you're going to get rear-ended. Thank you, Wham Bam Tesla. Keep good speed and good space. Yes, we've been rear-ended in the driver's ed car. It's very scary because people aren't paying attention. And, when you're that 18 to about 27, you're trying to make as much money as possible. You're like, I'm going to make 100K. Then next month, I'm going to make 200K. Nope. You just made 24,000. Stop dreaming. We always have to start at the bottom. That's like when I learned how to drive. My dad said, you can use my car for the road test. I'm like, thank you, Dad. I love you. But my dad didn't help me get a car. I had to get it myself. That taught me a lesson. That made me responsible. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. No one's in a Cybertruck. No one's in, that truck is messed up. No one's in a Corvette. No one's in a Mustang, Cobra. We're just taking our time. And I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I'm not going to bully my way in. And there's the piece here. And some of you are looking at this from Bangkok, Thailand, UAE, Botswana, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Okay? And in the next 20, 25 years, you better recognize Africa is going to be one of the global leaders. So you want to be set up for that influx. And in my career right now, I just want to help teens and adults obtain their license. You have to train people. And I'm just waiting. You shouldn't just stop. And we talk about maintenance. We have to put new windshield wipers on here. That small thing can really make, you see how clear the windshield is? That small thing really has made the video crispy and clear. I'm a little close to the Ford. That's okay. I'm going to keep a little room, and I'm out. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. You see me driving with good speed and good space. And if the algorithm is pushing this out to you, it means it's time for you to drive. Because you've been looking up how to drive, how to be fearless. Those are some key words. Good space, being smooth. I'm at 60. A lot of drivers will get in the left lane and drive stupid fast and then wait till the last second. That's what this truck is doing. And now, oh, you saw that, baby? They not playing. My man almost rear-ended that truck, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't be clowning out here, bruh. Are you learning something? Today, you got to be able to sense that and keep good speed and good space. It's wet, you late, tired, dumb, bro. Drive with common sense. You're like, you're so dramatic. You're right, I am. Because do you want to smash your car? Yeah, I do. You're stupid. Do I have an accident? Yeah, I do. You'll be paralyzed. Do you have a bad driving record? Yeah, I do. No, you don't. So I'm at about 70, cruising. No need. It could be like this on Friday when I'm driving to Chicago. I'm going to chill in this middle lane, let it eat. Then when it's time to get to the left and ball out and pick up speed, I will. You're probably saying, what is ball out? When you put good energy in. It's getting worse out here. I'm just staying smooth. I feel really secure because of the wipers, and I'm keeping good distance. Reduce speed on wet pavement. Crashes 2 times as likely. That's the information board. And most states and countries have information boards to alert drivers. We're at 65. My speedometer's bouncing up and down. The cable needs to be lubricated. I don't have a jacket, so I'm gonna get wet going in. That's okay. I'm a little paranoid. Usually I try to have a jacket, but that's all right. And sometimes you should be driving with the radio off and listen to how the car is running, the suspension, transmission is shifting. I worked for a company where we drove OEM cars, original equipment manufacturers, and we would have to document. That was very helpful to me. I learned a lot about automobiles. Just taking our time, keeping it chilled. And if you look at it, we're in a smooth lane. If people want to go 5 or 10 over, they can go to left and speed up and cut off people and almost crash. If you were driving with me as an adult, we're going to stay chilled in the middle lane. I may have you change the lane to get experience. I'm not going to push you in the right lane. You'll get cut off. We don't need those problems. That rear collision, almost rear collision, was hilarious. Because they were freaking distracted, bro. That 3/4 ton truck would have smashed that car. So these simple wipers are giving us more comfort and convenience. And for a beginning adult driver, you need that. So other forward thinking, I'll be going to Chicago. I'll be meeting people at National Hot Rod Racers Association. I'll learn how to use my digital mirrorless camera. I'll be able to take some good photos. They still will be blurry, but I will learn. I'm gonna get over. Be deliberate. Be mindful. And that vehicle is just moving real chilled, so I'm not going to be aggressive and tailgate. That's stupid. Why would I do that? But let's do a lane change. You have to be able to do this lane change and see the cars merging out. That's a nice Impala. Okay, 3 of them use blinkers. Now I'm back in the middle lane. And then I'm gonna, this car does not have adaptive cruise control. This is a 2010 OG Impala. And I'm gonna get over one lane for educational purposes, and I'm back. And I was that young G going to downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown Cleveland, Ohio, to go to that job. And then I have money for gas and parking. These things will make you a stronger person. I don't know what this younger generation does. Oh, I'll just put it on my debit and I'll go over. You're over about $300, and then you have to borrow money. And that's how these companies trap you. I have a client that's $800 over in his credit and behind in his student loans. Wants to get a scat pack. They don't even make those anymore, but won't have credit. No one's going to help you fill out the application. You got to do it yourself. Well, I don't know how. Well, you better read proof of income. Okay? This is bigger than you and I don't know if you even have parents who even educate you. If they're handing everything to you, here's your car, here's your permit, here's your license, go to work. Where do I go? Go to downtown Houston, off of 24th Street. There's the social media department. You have to produce content, SEO keyword. You have to align it with the company's values. You have to do a podcast. You got to edit that out. You got to put it on all 3 platforms. Oh, I'm tired. Can I do this at home and come in? I'm glad I've been around people who demanded more of me. And if you're still here, I'm going to demand more of you. Because the expectation is set. It's only getting harder. There are people 18, 20, 23, 27, 32, 35. They don't want to drive. They can't drive. They don't have the resources. I don't like feeling helpless. If I want to go somewhere, I'm going to go. If I want to spend some money on something, I'm going to spend it because I've worked. I don't have to really, hey, Mom, can I have money? Hey, honey, can I afford this? I get paid in one day. If I want to buy some microphones or a new lens for my camera, I'm going to buy it. Okay? If I want to stay overnight in Chicago and not drive through in the middle of the night, I can do that because I have the funds. And I've been there. Do I have enough gas money? Is my car going to break down? These are real legitimate questions because a lot of you are not rolling in that 2024, 2025. You're in the 2019, 2017. Okay, we're just going to take our time through this. We're behind this Ford Edge. Subcompact. Just taking our time. You got to have positive manifestation. Again, why else wouldn't you not? Okay? This is not some random talk show. I'm trying to sell you something. You see real life out here. You see real life in the United States. You see real life in the Midwest. People are living and dying daily. So you have to be ready for all challenges as well as opportunities, potential job opportunities. Oh, there's a job available. Oh man, I can't drive. How am I going to get there? You can't take the bus, you won't be there consistently. Is this guy really homeless? We don't know. I've seen him at the church. I'll look right in the sides. This is a crossover. We're going over the bridge. We're looking for blinkers. We should see all blinkers on. I'm going to move forward. It's called showing the car. It's checking traffic. See, no blinker on. If I would have turned, they would have hit me. That's a fake one. So I'm just looking. Here's my gap. And then I go. Can you execute those maneuvers? If you can't, then you won't be ready to drive. Thank God. And we're on a service drive. Some communities have license plate readers because community is fed up with people who are coming in, stealing, breaking in homes. Do you even recognize this? So we have to stop. You know how many drivers don't do this? You got to bring your own leadership. There's the junk man. No blinker, stealing stuff. Recycling. And now we're in a parking lot. We got to really be careful. And all of you are young adults or older. You need someone to motivate. We all need that. Okay, I'm gonna come up here and stop. Hopefully this motivated you. Look at all my videos. I will go live later. Bye.